All right, I am attempting to make the second part of our art video while my class is so very quietly working. Okay, as you can see, all of my glue has dried and it's giving me a really nice border, some really nice texture. It's really fun to touch, okay? Well, I've got a little glue bubble there, no big deal. Okay, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add my color, and I'm using chalk pastel, okay? You can see here. It's hard pastel, so they're not quite as messy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using warm colors for the inside of my leaves and then cool colors on the outside. Again, my warm colors that I'm using are red, orange, yellow, and I might add a little bit of brown in there too. And all that I'm going to do is just put in some color here. See, it goes really, really quickly. Okay. I'm just kind of trying to keep the color inside of my boundaries. Then I'm going to blend in another color right on top. Okay. Now I'm going to use my very favorite art tool, my finger, and I'm going to blend my colors together. And by blending the colors together, it kind of gives a sunsetty, almost like a watercolor effect. Okay? And it looks the best when you blend at least 2 colors together, if not 3. So I'm going to add color. I'm going to blend, and then I'm going to add some more. And again, I'm going to do just warm colors inside my leaves. Red, orange, yellow, and a little bit of brown. So I'm going to go ahead and speed that process up now. After you have finished coloring in all your leaves, and again, remember we used just the warm colors on the leaves, red, orange, yellows. Now we're going to use our cool colors on the outside, greens, blues, and purples. Be careful, I don't know if you can see here. This is a green, but it's kind of a yellowy green. So be careful when you put this one. That one's not necessarily going to look the greatest with purple, okay, just because it has so much yellow in it. Also remember, I don't know if you saw again, I kept on turning my paper so that I was always coloring right here next to me, and I didn't ever have my arm reaching across here because I don't want to smear it, okay? I do have boundaries with the glue that I've created, but I still want to kind of make sure that I keep the colors where I want them, okay? Now when I'm coloring in big spaces like this, I'm actually using the flat side of my chalk, okay? Because that's going to make it go that much faster. I'm going to color some here and some here, all around here. I'm going to add some blue. Now I'm going to stop, and I think maybe I'm going to put, maybe I'll do some other blue in there with it. So I'd use some light blue, and I'll do some dark blue too. I think those colors will look nice together over here. Okay. And maybe I'll put in just a little bit of purple too. Maybe I'll try 3 colors. And I know that blue and purple are going to look nice together because they're analogous. That means they're colors next to each other on the color wheel. Okay? If you're not quite sure what the color wheel looks like, you can kind of think about a rainbow. Okay? The analogous colors are next to each other even on the rainbow. So same thing. I'm going to color in my big space, and again, I can always add more color. Okay, and I'm going to blend all the way out so that I am covering all of my black paper. Okay, I'm coloring the entire thing. Again, my friends, you are adding color to the entire thing. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and color my whole thing. So again, I've done blue and purple here. I'll probably add some greens over here on the other side with some blue. We'll see how we go. Okay. Again, just to remind you, when you are blending, And even when you're coloring, so again, I'm not coloring over the entire thing. Okay, I'm being very careful that even though I have my boundaries, I'm still trying to keep my cool colors on the outside of the leaf and my warm colors on the inside. So again, when I'm smearing, even when I'm just smearing them together, I'm not going over the entire thing, okay? I am using that leaf as a boundary. You can see my fingers doesn't go past there, okay? It stays on the outside of the leaf, okay? That's how you'll keep the colors exactly where you want them to be, and it creates that really nice contrast of the cool versus the warm colors, okay? I'm going to finish up coloring the whole thing. There it is. You can see that I have colored everything. I can't really see any black paper. The last thing I want to do is go around and make sure that all of my colors are blended in. Make sure that I can't see any of my individual strokes. And again, I'm using the flat part of my finger, okay, as opposed to the tip. I'm using a nice wide surface there to blend it all in together. And I can, again, always add more color if I want it to be a little bit brighter in some areas, if I want one color to stand out. I can keep on layering colors together until the whole thing is finished, and I am happy with the way it's turned out. Isn't that beautiful? Happy fall.